2026 is already knocking on the door, and Nintendo Switch is preparing a wave of titles so huge that even longtime fans will raise an eyebrow. Massive projects, ambitious worlds, and long-awaited returns. All of this is shaping one of the biggest gaming years ever for the Switch. Get comfortable. Ahead are 20 of the largest and most highly anticipated games that will redefine your gameplay experience in 2026. Metroid Prime 4. Beyond finally brings Samus Aran back into the spotlight, throwing her onto the lush and dangerous alien world of Vuros, a planet wrapped in dense jungles, ancient ruins, strange wildlife, and secrets that feel older than time. This isn't the Samus we remember from years past. Now she wields new psychic abilities and even rides a sleek combat-ready motorcycle called the Vi Zero Lai, letting her tear through the environment with style while switching between exploration and high-speed battles. On next-gen hardware and the original Switch, the game introduces optional mouse-style controls through Joy-Con 2, transforming how you aim, scan, and explore. It's a fresh, modern step for the Prime series, familiar but boldly evolved. Old School Rally is a love letter to the glory days of late 90s arcade racing, that era of chunky polygon cars, sharp drifts, roaring engines, and tight track design. Everything here leans into that retro energy, but wrapped with modern smoothness and polish. You get more than 30 cars to master, over 22 tracks across 10 different countries, and nearly 50 unlockable additions brought over from the PC version. Whether you're sliding through gravel, snow, or sand, it's all about that classic, fast-paced, drift-heavy rally feeling reborn for today's players. POPUCOM drops you and a friend onto a strange alien planet where color itself becomes your main weapon, your puzzle tool, and your survival strategy. Armed with a POMU shooter, you blast vibrant spheres, mix hues, match them, and manipulate enemies whose bodies twist and change depending on the color you hit them with. The entire adventure thrives on cooperation, switching colors at the right second, coordinating shots, solving platforming puzzles, and taking down creatures that react dynamically to your tactics. It's bright, bouncy, and endlessly inventive, turning teamwork into an art form. Fern Island immerses you in the role of Abril, a witch in training who crash lands on the mysterious Fern Island, a lush magical realm filled with varied biomes, ancient secrets, and whimsical creatures. You settle into your own cottage, learn spells, brew potions, grow magical herbs, and tame fantastical animals that roam across the land. The game blends cozy life sim charm with exploration and magic, letting you fly across the island on your broomstick, teleport through mystical portals, and even slip into the body of your cat to reach places no human could. It's a gentle yet enchanting journey through a world shaped by wonder. Little Devil Inside throws you into a beautifully odd world inspired by 19th century expeditions, full of scorching deserts, icy peaks, deep forests, and vast oceans. As an adventurer hired to document the strange and supernatural, you face creatures, mysteries, and dangers lurking just beyond the familiar. The tone is a blend of survival, fantasy, and steampunk adventure. Your toolkit includes blades, guns, bombs, tents, cooking gear, and whatever else you manage to scavenge. Travel across a miniature diorama-like world map, where ambushes, wildlife, and dynamic weather constantly challenge you on your way to each mission. Every journey is a story, every encounter a discovery, and every expedition a step deeper into the unknown. Tales of Seikyu invites you into a gentle, magical world where farming meets folklore, and every field, forest, and village corner hums with the presence of yokai. The land of Seikyu is a forgotten realm filled with mythical creatures, ancient spirits, and warm, quirky characters, from a tipsy bar owner to wandering scholars and old gods with unpredictable moods. You cultivate crops, decorate your home, build up your farm, and form bonds with the locals. But the real twist lies in your ability to shapeshift into yokai forms, transform into a boar, a crow, even a bouncing slime, each form offering new ways to explore, farm, and uncover hidden paths. Gestalt Steam and Cinder throws you into Canaan, a sprawling steampunk metropolis choked with smog, brass pipes, and corporate corruption. You play as Alethea, a sharp, skilled bounty hunter whose simple job spirals into a hunt for ancient secrets buried deep beneath the city's rusted streets. The game leans fully into classic Metroidvania exploration. Fast dashes, double jumps, charged range strikes from melee weapons, and a full suite of upgrades, accessories, and skill trees to refine your combat style. Every alley and factory hides labyrinthine passages and mechanical monstrosities, all wrapped in a handcrafted steampunk universe on the brink of collapse. Holstin pulls you into a slow-burning psychological nightmare set in late November of 1992 in a remote Polish town called Jeziorny Kolonia, a place swallowed by a creeping, mysterious corruption. Here, the buildings rot from within, the wildlife twists into disturbing forms, and the townspeople slip deeper into paranoia and madness. You arrive searching for your missing friend, Bartek, only to find yourself navigating decayed streets, abandoned apartments, and darkened woods where something foul has taken root. You question unstable locals, scavenge weapons, and face abominations that defy logic, ungodly manifestations born from the town's collapse. Holstin blends old-school survival horror with a thick, suffocating atmosphere that never lets you breathe easy.
Cholera jasna, proszę pani!
Przemyśl to. Może być.
The eternal life of Goldman unfolds in a haunting, hand-drawn archipelago, where every frame, movement, and shadow is animated with old-school, frame-by-frame artistry. You step onto these mysterious islands with a singular purpose: track down and defeat a hidden deity spoken of only in stories, fears, and hushed warnings. The art direction immediately grabs you. This is a world painted with care, where every room and character feels alive and intentional. Your weapon is a simple cane at first, but it grows with you, gaining new abilities as you explore deeper into forgotten caves, decrepit temples, and eerie coastlines. Strange creatures inspired by myth and legend lurk around every corner, waiting to test your strength and unravel your courage.
Nonsense! He was cruel! Because of nonsense! He filled my...
What? That old man?
Actually, he was in his early 30s then.
That's what I said.
Over and over and over again.
What's wrong with treasures?
He may be an old man to you.
My Time at Evershine offers a cozy, hopeful take on post-apocalyptic life, inviting you to rebuild a region scarred by past turmoil. Set 3 years after the previous chapter, you step into the role of the governor under the ambitious North Development Plan, managing a young settlement surrounded by contested borders, untamed wilderness, and clashing empires. You recruit settlers, construct buildings, handle infrastructure, tame dangerous lands, and slowly reshape your corner of the world into a thriving community. Despite its ruined backdrop, the tone is warm and uplifting, focused on growth, cooperation, exploration, and the personal stories of those who choose to build a future by your side. Tanuki Pond's summer takes you to a warm, sunlit village inspired by classic Japanese countryside life, where you step into the furry paws of Pon, a cheerful tanuki who splits his days between delivering mail and pulling off slick tricks on a BMX bike. Your mission is simple but heartfelt. Restore the old shrine before the big summer festival begins. To earn the funds you need, you dive into a whirlwind of delightful activities, grinding rails, fishing by quiet rivers, playing baseball, even taking part in sumo matches. Everything here radiates charm and relaxed summertime energy, giving you a world where every task feels playful, lighthearted, and full of personality. It's a cozy, joyful celebration of summer days and small-town magic.
Pond Summer. It's a busy summer for Pond, but even Tanuki need to. Available on Xbox Game Pass later this year.
Yes, your Grace Snowfall returns you to the throne, but this time the winds are colder, the land is harsher, and every decision weighs heavier than before. You once again rule through a constant flow of petitioners who gather in your hall, farmers begging for grain, diplomats bearing political threats, your own family asking for support. Inspired by Slavic folklore, the world around you feels ancient, fragile, and always one misstep away from disaster. You recruit agents with unique abilities, balance your fragile resources, navigate alliances, and protect your loved ones as winter's grip tightens around your kingdom. Every choice echoes through the realm, shaping the survival or downfall of your dynasty. I Hate This Place throws you straight into the cursed lands of Rutherford Ranch, a twisted stretch of territory where reality bends, the ground groans under its own corruption, and nightfall turns everything into a waking nightmare. With retro comic book visuals and an isometric survival horror twist, the game blends eerie atmosphere with deep crafting and resource management. You scavenge tools, build and fortify camps, upgrade your outposts, and face mutated horrors that stalk you through the dark. Daylight is your only chance to breathe, to explore ruins and gather supplies.
If I die in there, I didn't think we'd actually summon anything.
Carries a weight, a cost.
It was a joke, a dare, mostly. Haunting you.
If you die in there, perhaps we'll meet again. Under different circumstances.
Mirthwood welcomes you into a painterly medieval fantasy sandbox, offering complete freedom to carve out your own path in a land recovering from war. Arriving as a refugee seeking a new life, you can build a homestead, tend crops, craft tools, trade with merchants, or venture forth as an adventurer into forests filled with beasts, ruins, and untamed mystery. The world feels alive, a place where markets shift, factions move, seasons change, and your choices ripple through the land. It blends the gentle rhythms of a life sim with the exploration and depth of an open-world RPG, giving you a fresh start in a world filled with possibility.
You'll explore ancient remnants, both above and below, with wares worthy of a brave adventurer. Venture deep into the free lands and uncover, hidden yourself, that the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who
DYSPLACED sends you into a gorgeous yet unstable world where reality itself is cracking apart under the weight of ancient forces. You wake up in this surreal, collapsing realm with little direction beyond one truth: survive the unraveling. You gather materials, break apart almost anything in the environment, build shelters and outposts, craft gear and cook meals, all while navigating landscapes distorted by cosmic corruption. Every step brings you face to face with creatures twisted by the world's decay, pushing you to adapt and grow. It's an open-world survival crafting adventure set against a world slowly tearing at its seams. Drive Rally brings you roaring back into the golden era of classic rally racing. A time of chunky dashboards, roaring engines, dirt clouds, and that unmistakable arcade adrenaline. This game is built to be instantly approachable, letting newcomers slide into the driver's seat with ease, while offering enough depth for veterans to master every drift, jump, and razor-tight corner. With your co-driver calling out every twist of the road, you tear across wildly varied terrains and environments, pushing for cleaner lines and faster times. It captures that nostalgic rush of old-school rally games, but rebuilt with modern detail, responsive handling, and a whole lot of personality.
What you thinking? What's blowing away second?
Now let's giddy up and go!
Yo, you two, right one, hold on to your hat!
Kumarn, the wandering spirit pulls you into a haunting, folklore-rich vision of Thailand, a world shaped by ancient spirits, forgotten temples, and ghost stories passed down for generations. You play as Kumarn, once a revered spirit bound to a village shrine, now cast out and forced to wander through shadowed rice fields, abandoned settlements, eerie graveyards, and ruined sanctuaries. By your side at all times is your loyal zebra companion, guiding you through danger and silence. The game blends stealth, exploration, environmental puzzles, and deeply atmospheric horror, bringing Thai mythology to life in a way rarely seen in games. Every new spirit you encounter feels like a legend come alive, and a threat waiting to follow you into the dark. Mayhem Brawler 2. Best of Both Worlds hits that perfect sweet spot between old-school beat-em-ups and modern action RPG depth. This time, you're fighting across two connected timelines, set 20 years apart, switching between past and present as your story branches and reshapes itself based on your choices. The hand-drawn comic book aesthetic and frame-by-frame animations give every punch, kick, and special move a weighty, stylish impact. You can dive in solo or bring up to 3 friends into the chaos in both online and local co-op. With 8 playable heroes, more than 40 enemy types, and progression systems borrowed from roguelite and RPG design, it's a fast, wild, stylish brawler built for endless replayability. Demolish and Build 3 hands you the keys to your very own demolition company, and lets you unleash absolute structural mayhem with professional precision. You take contracts, drive heavy machinery, tear down buildings piece by piece, and then rebuild from the rubble. The physics are the real star here. Every beam you break, every wall you smash, and every support you cut affects how the entire structure collapses. Once the dust settles, you upgrade your equipment, expand your company, and take on riskier, more complex jobs. It's a satisfying blend of destruction, construction, and business management, where every crash and crumble is fully earned by your own actions. Trails Beyond the Horizon marks a new era for the legendary Trails saga, taking the story of Zemuria into uncharted territory, literally into space. This chapter revolves around humanity's first attempt to reach beyond their world, sparked by a mysterious invitation to explore what lies past the known horizon. The narrative dives deep into political intrigue, technological breakthroughs, and the hidden forces shaping Zemuria's future. Familiar faces and new heroes alike cross paths as the series pushes into one of its most ambitious story arcs yet. It's a massive, character-driven journey filled with the rich world-building, emotional stakes, and layered storytelling the franchise is celebrated for.
Ridiculous amounts of Mira and info are going to be swirled. The Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon.